Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 25 with me, Sid. I've just milked the cows. I've found some meat in my store, so I put that away. And I have, whilst not sorted the storage in the forge, got to the point where at least everything is in chests rather than in barrels. And I've also updated the latest build, which is something, whatever, the latest build. I'm on the latest build. I was 4 other builds behind. I'm now on the latest build. We have got a lot of cassiterite. We have got a lot of copper, and we've got a bit of spare chestage going on here as well. This lot is all, you're probably used to this phrase by now, but it's all temporary. We do need to check. I did do a charcoal pit, didn't I? Let me just munch this, get this sandwich out. Oh, I can't. Okay. Let's just sleep the night off. So the plan today is to get the tier 2 anvil done at a bare minimum. And what have we got in the way? Oh, we've got stuff for making sandwiches, but no sandwiches. That's fine. I'll live with that. And yeah, get the basics out of the way. So we're gonna have to take all of that, and we're going to take a bit of you, that, and a bit of you, and that, and we are going to take you and hang on, you pop you down there. So the one suggestion, and I think if you were doing this a lot of these, you would just do that, and then you would go and go 1 2 1 2 1 2, probably do 4 at a time as well. Oh, that's not good. I'll stick a bit of pistachio nut on that one. It doesn't really matter. It won't be as nutritionally perfect, but there you go. And then we're going to need to get some veg, aren't we, back into our thing. But we can take that, and we're good, I think. Yeah, so plan for today, and possibly a plan that means we're not quite so desperate about what our life is doing, although we obviously do want to maximise our life points wherever possible. Hit points, life points, whatever you want to call them, is let me just drink, is to go and check on that charcoal pit I did. I'm fairly certain I did one, so that's probably where we'll find it. I've decided I think we're going to cover that with more of this rock, so that will kind of get over the top, because I just think that clay texture of the wattle icellar bricks is not particularly pleasant. Right, how are you doing? Oh, lovely. Nice little bit of charcoal. Don't mind if we do. It'll be nice when we can get to the point where we don't have to do these charcoal pits to run charcoal, but right now we do. And I'm going to need to make another shovel. I think I may actually make a bronze shovel this time around. Now we've got the means. I'll just grab the makings of another shovel for when we get it, and just grab that, and yeah, there we go. And yeah, so we're going to need, obviously we're going to need this because we need to run the forge quite a bit, and then we are going to make a lot of bronze, make an anvil. I'm in two minds about whether to melt the copper anvil down or not. I think I will probably not melt it down until such time as it becomes an issue, by which I mean, you know, if we ever need copper desperately and I can't be bothered to travel for it. I don't know whether we'll need the copper anvil for anything, that's the point. So it's kind of 6 of one, half doesn't t'other as to whether it's actually going to be worthwhile just maintaining an old anvil. But yeah, got plenty of charcoal, so that's always a bonus. And I'm just going to finish digging this and I shall be back with you in a moment. Alright, we're going to have a bash with, I've got a reasonable amount of this stuff. We're going to have a bash at getting some bronze made, and to do that we're obviously going to need to heat this up and keep it ticking, and we're going to need those. And I'm going to start off with I think 3 ingots worth of copper, and I'm going to try if I can find the 1 malachite, 1 cassiterite. Now I think that will make bronze, because bronze is 88 to 92% copper and 8 to 12 things. So 2 to 1 isn't going to work because that's going to be 12 and a half. So 3 to 1, 8, 16, 24, 8 and a bit. So that should work out, I believe. Let's give it a try. And obviously we need enough to make 7 double ingots, which is reasonably okay, I think. I don't think there's a major issue there. So I will. I don't think it will take that long to get this done, actually. And a little bit more. One more ingot. I think 4 would be too much. So for every 3 stacks of that, hang on, 2, 3, every 3 stacks of those, I think it'll be 4 of those off the top of my head. Right, 300. Interesting. Not quite as clear cut as I'd hoped. Let's take that in there. So tin to copper, 13 to 86. Now if I put another copper in there, what is going on here? Oh, I got something. 88 to 92 on the copper and 8 to 12 on the tin. We'll get it. I might just have to go back to my calculator at this rate. What are we at? 525. Bronze. If I go one more, am I going to bugger this up? Because that is currently just shy of 1 ingot. No, we're okay. So the only problem is I'm actually not sure exactly what I put in there. Right, I need to do a little bit of working out, but that's fine. We've got 6 ingots there, so we can get those going, and I can get those into double ingots. I'm probably just going to muddle my way through this, to be honest, so I'll be back in a mo. Alright, almost got the thing. I was doing it in batches. It's 22 copper and 2 tin to make to make 6 ingots. So sorry, I've got right frog in my throat at the moment. So yeah. Bronze arrowhead looks interesting. Not sure how interesting, but interesting all the same. Okay, you have cooled down to there. We're just waiting on you to cool down. Let's just do another one while we're at it. And soon as this turns to, oh, this is going to be a bit close actually. Are you going to stay weldable? Well, oh, damn you. Alright. That's going to have to go in there then. Just let's get that one out. That one. Weld. There we go. And these also really do need to be double ingots, because we need to make double sheets. However, I'm just going to make these up as normal ingots so I can turn this off and get rid of this crackling noise. I thought I'd removed the sounds for this. I don't know where they're coming from. I've removed the dynamic surroundings mod, and yeah, I thought I'd got rid of that. Let me just pop that, because I can make at least get this pick mold used up and out of the way. And we can turn you off for a moment. Yeah, not too bad. So I'm going to take that and that out, and the hammer out, and you are going to break and put down in that corner, and then we're going to get this thing made up. And there we go, Bronze Age, which is nice. So that moves us on a wee bit. I'm just going to get away from this noise, because it is really horrible noise. I must try and find out what mod is doing that. If anybody knows, let me know, because I would really like to turn that thing off with a passion. Yeah, it's just a very unpleasant sound. So there's a few things I'd like to do, and we've certainly got enough to make. I don't know why I'm drinking more water. I don't really need to. What I do need to do is eat, so we can get that one going. Thank you, that's much better. Yeah, it's still making that noise at the moment. I also need to go and milk my cow. What time is it? Midday. I think I prefer... I'm going to try and do that in the... Problem is... No, I'll do it now. At the moment, if I milk cattle, what I normally like to do is get into a routine with these guys, and you just basically run around and milk them at roughly the same time every day, and then it, you don't end up getting all confuzzled about what you've been doing. So we're at 5 buckets of milk so far. As you can see, autumn is well and truly here, and we are in the 19th of November, so we could really do with it pushing on to winter so we can get on to the next season and actually start to make some progress again. So I can't help but feel that food wise we're going to be struggling through the winter, but not desperately, but we are going to have issues. And yeah, right, let us think about what we need to do. So we've got this. I need to just relight my torches. Lighting up after yourself and getting it done. Right, so we have got a range of options. These are still, well, that one I think, and then obviously we've got that as well. We need to start playing around with some more bits and pieces. Now I have got a reasonable amount of feathers. I have got the TerraMisc. We can make those. Arrow from TerraMisc is just straightforward, doesn't really do a huge amount of work. Certainly nothing to worry about there. We have got the option of doing bronze arrows, which you make with bronze arrowheads. Bronze arrowheads are done on an anvil. You get 4 per ingot or 4 per cast. It's quite pricey, but you don't tend to use a vast amount of them, so we could go there. That's certainly doable. In terms of the bow, what would we use for it? Now, obviously, ultimately, we'll get into tinkers, but if we look at the bow, my thoughts are to go here, which is a longbow limb, which is dead easy, and some sinew, which is pretty easy too. So let's move that in that direction, shall we, for the immediate future, because I tend to use the bow as a anti-bear thing, to be honest, anyway. Let's have a piece of yew, and we shall do yew with that to give us that. There we go. And somewhere in one of these chests there is sinew. Which 1, 2, 3. I think we do like that. 1, 2, 3, and then we do that. No, hang on. That way round. And again, and then you do that to get that. And obviously we have no arrows. We also have no quiver. Did I? Oh, there it is. There's my quiver. Currently full of javelins, but that's fine. And we should have in one of these, we should have a whole load of feathers, because I plucked a pheasant, and we can use that to make arrows. Oh, interesting. We can make the snowball for a frost arrow, confusing arrow, warp arrow, fire arrow, exploding arrow. We don't really want that, and a rope arrow, which we can make with the various ropes. I'm not too worried about that. I am more interested in, do we go with a bronze arrow? We've got bronze to spare. I think we should. And we've certainly got feathers to spare. So if I did 4 ingots worth, well, actually 3 ingots worth, 1, 2, 3, then that would use those up, wouldn't it? Be quite nice, and it'd give me a bit of smithing practice as well. And then I'm going to grab it and do this over here, I think. And we'll just put you. Most of the work will be done there, but this one will do as a second. Right. I'm going to do one at a time, because I don't know how fast this is going to get into breaking territory. Actually, no, we'll take them all. I appear to have a whole load of tendon left over. That's interesting. Okay, let me wait till this is workable. I'll be back in a second. Alright, taking all 3 to bright red can work. I want to make arrowheads, and that is going to be a hammer pinch. So, well, hang on. A long time since I've done this, so let's go hammer pinch. No? Oh no, pinch hammer. Hammer, there you go, 4. I'm going to do this like this, keep these workable, but we've got 4 so far. It's all coming back to me. It is amazing how fast you forget this, you know. And we'll just keep you ticking. This, obviously, when it gets to bright red, it goes into can weld, and then very quickly goes into the danger point. and that's the point in which you whip it out. Any second. There and there. And again, pop one in. Get that on there, and we're going to hang on. There's another, and oh, we might get away with this one actually. Let's give it a try. Yeah, there you go. Arrowheads, I suspect, are quite easy. And then I need some stick. Oh man, probably should go to sleep first, I think, and also see about some supper before we go to sleep. What is that? Did I stick a torch over there, or is that an aura node? I wonder. Don't know. I do not know. What I do know is I need to make some supper before we go to the land of sleepings. So we shall get our knife, and we should actually make a decent knife as well, actually. Bit of cheese, bit of meat, and a little bit of peach, and then a bit of tomato, which, trust me, would never appear on any sandwich I actually made in reality. Can't stand tomato. Just personal thing, but can't stand it. Anyway, let's pop you away. We'll grab you. You are supper. And we'll grab you and sleep. Might go and test me. I need to get some sticks behind you. I don't need to get some sticks, do I? I still could go and test my bow out on something. It is tempting. Obviously not an Enderman though. That would be kind of silly. Right. So if we take those and those 8 and 12 of those, that will make me 8 arrows, which we can go in here, and let's go find something to shoot. Don't go. Oh, please don't despawn. I want to kill you. Oh, well, all right. We've got locals. Now, the creepers have 500 health, I think, in TFC. Bronze arrow. Does that need to be in there? Oh, don't you dare. Stone javelins? Why are you not playing? TerraFirmaCraft. Pick them up, just make sure that... Oh, this is going to annoy me. Okay, let's go through this sensibly. Why is that not playing ball? Okay, we are going to try something. I'm going to go game mode creative, and we are going to go TerraFirmaCraft. No. Let's go for arrow. So we have got bronze arrows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and those are the ones we just made. And then we're going to take you and And what did we just pick up? Nothing, apparently. Okay. Now let's go back to game mode survival. That's interesting. Right, we're just going to do a few more tests because there's clearly something wrong here. I'll probably need to report this back to the author. You know, you've got that. That's not going to... We can't move and we're overburdened, but, you know, that's fine. So that works in creative. It doesn't work with those, and obviously it's not firing any normal arrows. Let's go back to creative and go have a look at arrows. So Minecraft arrows, TerraFirmaCraft arrows. Let me just take one of those. Still not playing. Let's just go back to there. Let me go and get a bow. And let us try a TerraFirmaCraft bow. That seems... Swap arrows with... So that fired that, and it's not firing the TerraMisc. Interesting. I feel like I've been cheated out of some bronze here. So that is an ordinary... Okay, let me get rid of that and that. Go back there. I feel like that has been... I feel like I've been cheated. That's what I feel like. Now there was a bug with the TerraMisc, so let me just go and double check what goes on there, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I am going to go and sulk. So that is not working, and it will not go there. It needs to go on a rack. That's fine. Those can be... we can't... I don't think we can actually even melt those back down, can we? I mean, you can make... They're all the same item, though, aren't they? Stick, bronze, feather. There's no difference. Now we can go... I need more sticks. Yum. There's some sticks. That will do me. We can go with that and those. Hang on. Can we not? No, he's not fiddly. He's not flints. Ignore me. I'm having a brain fart moment. We can go with rock and those in that. Come on, tell me what I'm missing. Fiery. Yep, arrowheads we know about. I thought you had flint. I'm sure there was just one for you that used rock. We'll try it with flint. Does not like those pheasant feathers. Okay. Now let's try it with their tool rods. Duh. Go away. Right, so I am going to have to probably... I think I will... It's something that we should all do, and we probably don't do as much as we should. Now this still not playing nicely. Take those out and drop them and get that. Now, will you play? No, you will not play. So we need to report that the longbow doesn't work, or apparently doesn't work. Unless I'm missing a trick, I will get on the Discord and do that, and hopefully we'll have things, but in the meantime we'll hang that on the tool rack, and then I'm going to try and see about a short bow and see if that works. It's not as good, but you know what, it's better than a kick in the chops, as they say. Now if I have a look, the quiver, by the way, you make a TerraFirmaCraft quiver by putting a quiver in there and doing that one, and that is something completely different again. So yeah, it was moderately disappointing in... Oh, hang on, I need to make more sandwiches again. Let me go and see what we've got in the way of hooferators. Short bow material. Let's have a look at bows. I can't remember how you make them. So obviously that's not the one. What we want is a TerraFirmaCraft bow. Wooden short bow is not going to really help, I don't think. We need a TFC bow, which is a string, a flax fibre or rope or wool, and sticks, which I don't have sticks. Don't have sticks. Alright, let me just quickly sleep. I'll check how long I've been recording. We will get a bow sorted, we'll get some stuff sorted, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, so all things being equal, if I go and put you in there with 3 wool yarn, I should get a short bow from TerraFirmaCraft. I've got 2 arrows and 8 bronze, so that should fire. Used 1, and again, we'll just use up a bit of durability. We're just testing. And then, but those ones are not actually working. Okay, I am moderately disappointed. There's 14 of those, which is better than... We don't need a vast amount. Those 8 plus 4. I am going to get bronze. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 of those, and we are going to take those and have rid. Not too worried about the feathers, so that's fine. I just feel this is what I mean, or my personal thoughts on this entire idea of being cheated out of something by the game, as opposed to, you know, just my own stupidity. When I don't pick up my barrel with a whole load of really good stuff in it, that's my own stupidity. I don't deserve that. That's my fault. I lost it. Live with it. When something in the game doesn't work and robs me of 3 bronze ingots, which at this early stage of the game is enough to be concerned about, well, that is a different ball game entirely. And consequently, I have no qualms at the ideas of going and saying, having them back. And that's just how I personally see this. You know, it's bugs are not a thing that I take as being acceptable. And when you do get, I mean, they're an actual fact of life. We have to live with them. But the reality is, you know, I would have had that materials, and this is TFC. The idea of being even three ingots of something down is somewhat, oh damn you, it's somewhat annoying, as is that particular little glitch. But well, that'll take me to 2 more, will take me to 8, and then I can start over on another one. We need winter to come around. That's where we're waiting on. It's 22nd of November. Our dairy mix is good. Our skills, we are getting better. We've got a reasonable agriculture. God knows. Oh yeah, because we've been origin. Weapon smithing is coming along. General smithing is coming along. Tool smithing is, we haven't done any yet, so we need to move on to that element of things soon. I think the next thing we need to look at is the bloomery, and we know the bloomery itself requires me to use 8 double sheets of bronze, so that's 8 double sheets, so that's 16 ingots, that's 32 ingots to make that door. But that's only part of it. I think we also need to start getting into good old brick making, because I think if I could recall correctly, we need bricks for this as well. Now the other thing I've mentioned I want to do is I want to bring this and make this area my farm area on the land, so we need to see about getting that sorted. We should have a reasonable amount of dirt. Question is, do I want to try and fill that fully up? I'm not sure what the answer is, but the question is whether we kind of make a artificial shelf on that. Somewhere abouts there should be a whole load of dirt. There you go. There's some sand, there's a bit of gravel, more dirt, more dirt. So we shouldn't have an issue finding plenty of dirt amongst our stuff, and gravel and dirt. Gravel we're going to want at some point when we get to further on, but we're probably going to need to move out and get on with that sooner rather than later. So we might as well try and get that done the next episode or so. Prepare for winter, because that's coming, and yeah, I think we should be good. But on that note, we are going to call that one an episode. I'm going to try and just let people know that I think there may be a problem with the TerraFirmaCraft arrows, because they don't seem to want to play, or yeah, they may be that people are already aware of it. But we can certainly fill a whole load of this in and start getting it ready for croppage, you know, down the line. So that's a thing to do as well. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. It's always interesting to see how some of these mods interact. We are on the latest version, so that gives us a little bit of playing room as well. I'm going to just get rid of that bloody horrible dirt block there. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.